Good morning, students. Today we are going to do the poem Unit 5, The School Boy. The speaker in this poem is a young boy who does not like to go to school. He just wants to enjoy the nature, and he compares the school as a cage. The poem is written by William Blake. Let me give you the brief introduction of William Blake. He was born on 20th November in London. He was an English poet, painter, and printmaker. He was known for his expressions and creativity. Paintings and poetry were the part of Romantic movement. Notable works were like Songs of Innocence and of Experience, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, The Four Seas, Jerusalem, Milton, etc. He died on 12th August at the age of 69 in London. Let us start with the poem The School Boy. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. I refers to the speaker boy. Morn refers to the morning. Distant means far. Huntsman means hunter, and skylark means a type of bird. The speaker in this poem is a young boy who feels joyful to rise in the fresh and delightful summer morning. The chirping of birds announces the daybreak. The boy gets entertained by the company of the hunter, who blows his clarion from a distant field and sweet lullabies of skylark. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Outworn means tired. Under a cruel eye refers to under strict supervision of teachers. Dismay means sadness. It is a matter of utmost disappointment for the speaker to attend school in a sweet summer morning where actually he wishes to enjoy the nature. He is tired and even puzzled under the strict supervision of his teacher. Instead of enjoying the pleasures of summer, the child has to attend the school where he spends his day in boredom and dismay. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with the dairy shower. Drooping sit means sit bent due to tiredness or boredom. Anxious means nervous. Learning's bower, a garden where he can be taught in an interesting way by nature and not by a teacher. Worn, tired. Dairy shower, boring words showered on him by the teacher. Delight means happiness. Here the child expresses his weariness. He sits drooping out in the sea of tediousness. The child restrains the assault on him by the oppressive personality of the teacher and unnecessary lectures. The finicky teacher gushes his words of erudition without even attempting to understand the child's intention and his urge for unchecked freedom. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child when fears annoy but droop his tender wings and forget his youthful spring? Droop means bend, tender means soft. Now here is a comparison of the schoolboy. He thinks school as a cage and the bird over here in a cage, and he feels himself in a cage. A bird which is born cheerful and jovial can never sing sweet songs if caged. Similarly, he says that if child remain under the shade of constant fear and tension, can never enjoy the nature, instincts of joy and playfulness. Indeed, a world full of rigid codes of discipline will ruthlessly take away the beautiful springs, the childhood days of a person's life. O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day, by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Now here nipped means cut, stripped means deprived of, blossoms, flowers, dismay, shock. Now here the boy complains to the highest authority, that is to father and to mother. If a budding child is picked and swept off in the early stage of life in an ocean of sorrow where there is no one to care of, if misery withers the tender plants, the beautiful birds and the newborn birds, summer can never be joyful. Now in this poem, the comparison is being done between a damaged plant and the school boy. Now the theme of this poem is, the schoolboy discusses a boy's repelling imprisonment at his school. He thinks that in this poem, his company from the intimate objects of summer morning like birds, flowers, etc., to the intimate object of his school is indeed a matter of concern and grief. School life for him is an ordeal. The boy wants to enjoy the summer festivity. School is nothing but prison that negates the playful activity of childhood. The restriction of an imposed discipline in school forms a hurdle for the natural expression of creativity and kills the essence of genius. So children, as a bird in a cage cannot enjoy singing, a child cannot enjoy learning being confined in a classroom where there is much to enjoy outside when spring is in full bloom. So children, this is all about the poem. Thank you.